So the issue right now is no cell phone service. Now, a lot of us have moved away from using landlines, choosing to use only our cell phones instead. But for the people up on Mount Charleston, that landline is a lifeline, and they're worried about losing it.
There's a lot of beautiful things up here. But one of the reasons why we chose to live up here really was the people.
These people, Jimmy's neighbors who live up here year-round. They look after each other's dogs, keep an eye on each other's property, and if you need to get a hold of someone, you either walk to their house or call their house phone.
In the wintertime, it gets really bad up here. This year, we got 20 feet of snow, so communications is really important. During the summertime, we're in a fire zone. So communications are very important for that as well. And we also often have a lot of hikers that come up and get lost. And so communications for that is important as well.
If something goes wrong, there's only one way to call 911, a CenturyLink landline. And now the people living on Mount Charleston are worried that their lifeline might be taken away.
They've said that they have to remove the landlines and replace them with satellite uplink. The problem with that is that we rely on our landlines. A lot of houses don't have power, but they have landlines. A lot of times that if you want to be able to use the satellite in the winter, you can't, because if it snows, the satellite goes out.
We tried to ask CenturyLink about what's going on up there. They got back to us with this statement. CenturyLink understands how important it is for our customers to have reliable services. To best support customers in the Lee Canyon area, we made the decision to evaluate alternate technologies for delivering services. Once a determination has been made, customers will be notified directly. I responded with follow-up questions, but we never heard back.
It's very important for the public, again, and the visitors to be able to pick up the phone and report an emergency.
The fire chief says he's on edge too. Their communications are also tied in with CenturyLink. And that's disconcerting for the neighbors, especially when this man's life was saved a few years ago because of a 911 call from a landline.
I've heard everything that it's going to be a real pain in the butt to, what would happen in an emergency, or how would we call people and what could we do for a backup, but there would be no backup. Right now, if the internet goes out, we have the CenturyLink as the backup, the landlines, but in this case, there would be none.
One of the big concerns for the fire chief and also the locals living up there right now is ski season, because tens of thousands of people head to Lee Canyon every winter. If there's a wreck or someone gets hurt, someone has to call 911 from a landline. So what happens if that goes away? Be sure to keep watching Fox 5. This is definitely one of those stories we'll be keeping an eye on. Live in studio, Christopher Redfern, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.